This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Broadcasting and streaming live all across America. This is Home Talk USA with Michael King, where we will discuss topics pertaining to your home with industry-leading experts. Michael King is a licensed general contractor with more than 30 years of experience in home improvements and the author of Contracting with the King. Join us this hour for our segment Invent America with your co-host, the inventor lady, Rita Crompton. Discover what's next in the home improvement industry and explore new products and innovations. Or if you have that next great big idea, learn what it takes to bring your invention to the world as Michael King and Rita Crompton talk to America's inventors and innovators. Remember, the America of tomorrow is being invented today. We invite you to visit us at HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, we proudly present Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country, Home Talk USA, with your host, the Cajun contractor, Michael King, and his co-host, the inventor lady, Rita Crompton.
Yeah, hey, welcome, America. That's right. It's always about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Welcome to Home Talk USA radio program among all our great radio affiliates all across this great country. This is the Invent America part of our show, a part of our family, where me and my co-host, Miss Rita Crompton, the inventor lady, we actually talk to young inventors and entrepreneurs and pretty much walking you through the blueprint that if you have a product or an idea, you really want to listen to this hour because we can prevent you from making all the financial mistakes that come along with basically being inexperienced. So don't forget, though, we are streaming live on the World Wide Web at the Genesis Communication Radio Network at GCNlive.com. And now I'd like to welcome my co-host, the inventor lady herself, Miss Rita Crompton. Hey, Rita, how you doing since last week?
I am fine, Michael. It is so good to talk to you. I almost said so good to see you. And one of these days we'll make that happen. And I want to add the line, the pursuit of happiness and the pursuit of all ideas.
Yeah, I like that. A pursuit of all ideas. But
and the cool thing is that so many, we've had on some older inventors. And when I say older, I mean like they're hitting 80 with brilliant ideas. And we can have inventors that are, and today's guests are all in high school or younger. So inventing doesn't know an age limit.
No, that's right. And, when I saw, when we had our production meeting a couple months ago and you was laying out some different topics that we really need to cover, when it got to the these young inventors segment where we talk to the young minds, because let's face it, this is going to be the future of our industry, the future of our government, the future of our sovereignty, is that we got to get the young people involved. And it's just as simple as that, So,
well, and I used to go and I was a judge at the Invention Convention in Colorado for the fourth graders.
Wow.
And so, there's a lot of schools out there that really now help the kids understand, that inventing is what this country has been made of for hundreds of years. If you couldn't fix the problem on the wagon train died.
Well, let's talk.
So, it's everybody invents where their comfort zone is and where their aha moment is, and it's wonderful.
Well, let's talk about some of our inventors. Who you have as our guests coming up shortly?
All right. Our first guest, and, forgive me if I say the names wrong. The first one is Suchita Srinivasan. And this young inventor has invented a domestic violence alerting device. I mean, that is really sophisticated for a sophomore in high school.
Wow.
So that one, that is our first one. And then our second one is Suchita Srinivasan. And Sandy has invented a tool that prevents waste. And that's a big deal, for the generation growing up, is that, it is all about, taking care of, the planet and even your own backyard. So minimizing waste and taking care of things properly. So we're excited to hear about what that is. And then our final guest is Julie Shively, and she has helped all these young inventors around the U.S. and internationally as far as, what to do and how to get their product to the marketplace. So she's going to talk a little bit about her outreach and her organization and stuff. So we're excited to hear about, how our young inventors are being cultivated and taught the right way to, get the product developed. But that's only one step, and that. I mean, it's one thing you've got the idea. It's like, now what? And so, both of these guests are in the now what phase of, they're patent pending, but now what? And I had so many people contacting me after our last show saying, all right, I need an attorney. I need someone that's going to do a prototype for me. And so it was my first chance to really promote our new sponsors.
Well, that's great. And let me ask you this now. Now, at the end of the hour, you're going to be giving also some information, some breaking news information on how to be on the show. What's the process, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, that's good. We want to hold that thought right there. And but there's a lot going on right now. But mainly what we're trying to do with the Invent America segment of Home Talk USA is try to give a good, honest path, a blueprint. So you don't make these big financial mistakes that you can make. That, when we first started this show, the horror stories that we were hearing from, shady patent attorneys, and it just was amazing. Oh,
I know. I've got one where we're just now in the process of doing a licensing agreement, and I can't wait to get this young woman on. She has got an absolutely amazing story, and, the one company that we're talking to, they cannot wait to get their hands on this. And it's because she suffers from this thing that she fixed.
Yeah.
And they were just amazed. So, we've got so many good inventors out there, and she's in her 20s. So she is a young inventor as well. And so the big thing, I think, is, I get inventors that say, I'm too old, I'm too young. No. Brilliant ideas can come to any of us. God will plant a brilliant idea in anyone and then give you the tools to go with it. And we're one of those tools. We are. We're one of these groups that says, okay, no, do it this way. No, this is your next step. Figure this part out first. And that's what we do on Invent America. We do Invent America because America invents.
Yeah.
And we're there to help.
Very well said. And another thing is the decision is the licensing compared to manufacturing it your own. And that's the dilemma that comes at the end of this. They both have pluses and minuses. They both, so I'm looking forward to that. Well, there's the music. Rita, I got to step away. We have to step away. Got to hear from some of our great sponsors. When we come back, we're going to have some guests, some topics. We're going to be talking to some amazing young inventors right here on the Invent America show. This is Home Talk USA radio program, along with my sidekick, Rita Crompton. Please visit our websites at hometalkusa.com. And when you click there, it will have the Invent America link. You can click there. Any information, archives, anything you need to know about this radio program is sitting right there. And don't forget, please visit HomeTalkTV.com for the television part of this. So right here on the Home Improvement Broadcasting Network. Me and Rita's going to take a short break. We're going to be right back. Yay! Got to pay the bills, Rita!
You betcha.
questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need by visiting HometalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HometalkUSA.com. And now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country. Home Talk USA with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Hey, welcome back, America. That's right. Don't forget we are streaming live on the Genesis Communication Radio Network at GCNlive.com. All right, Rita, I tell you, I'm just so excited, as I told you, when we got this, did our production meeting, a couple months ago, that we were going to get some young inventors on the line. The future of technology is to get these young people's minds, which is great. And you have a couple of them you want to talk to, right?
I do. I mean, it's so wonderful to know that inventing doesn't have an age top or bottom. Anybody can be an inventor. And so we are real excited today to have on a couple of these younger inventors. And so Suchita, I'm going to let you say your last name, my dear. Anyway, she is a sophomore in Cheshire, Connecticut, part of the school's robotics team, and has an avid interest in business as well. So she loves technology and includes playing the flute. So we are really happy to have you. Thank you so much. Please give everyone your name and then tell us about your invention, Myla Plus, a domestic violence alerting device.
Hi, I'm Suchita Srinivasan. Yeah, I'm a sophomore. So my invention, Myla Plus, is a domestic violence alerting device comprised of a hardware device and a mobile application. So the hardware device detects domestic violence by measuring the environment's sound level, and if it exceeds a threshold signifying an incident, then the victim's contact list or the police will be alerted. The mobile application is where the user can enter their personal or contact information.
Excellent. I mean, okay. Let's break it down a little bit because that was a huge explanation. So you've got a piece of hardware, and someone in a private home would use the hardware to then hooked up to the software that would then send out a notice, a signal to the police, first responders that there was a domestic violence going on.
Yes.
How did you come up with this idea?
Yeah, so I came up with this idea upon seeing so many domestic violence statistics and how 1 in 4 women and 1 in 9 men experience severe intimate partner and physical violence here in the USA. And it just really shows how prevalent this issue is. But what really pushed me to create this device was when a domestic violence incident occurred in my hometown, and the person affected by it was a classmate of mine. So seeing this happen so close to home made me realize how huge this issue was and how important it was to develop a solution.
All right. So with that said, I mean, these are some of the things that we work with on a pretty regular basis, is a piece of hardware with a corresponding piece of software. And, when it's a game changer, when it's going to save lives, they tend to do very well in the marketplace. So what is your next step? I mean, you've got the idea. You're very well spoken about the idea. What is your next step?
Yeah, so my next steps include implementing some features into the device to further benefit the user. So some of these features include researching voice recognition as a possible method of detecting domestic violence and using Bluetooth to communicate between the app and the device. The device isn't dependent on Wi-Fi. That way the device can be used in any location without Wi-Fi connection. So really my next steps are further developing my device so that when it's out on the market, it's great and it can help a lot of people.
All right. So then how do you get it out into the marketplace? I mean, for a lot of our inventors, all right, they have that aha moment. They have that idea. And it is not unusual that it's sparked by something that either happens at home, in the workplace, or in the neighborhood, that they see it and they've got, wouldn't it be cool if? But getting it now into the marketplace, that's for some people the big goal and the big challenge as well. What are your plans for that?
Yeah, so my ultimate goal with this device is to make sure users can get the best version of my product, and obviously it's to help victims of domestic violence to get the help that they need. And to get this product on the market, I would need to patent my device, but the first step before I get to that, I really want to make sure that my current device is the best version that it can be. So I really want to implement those future steps that I mentioned before, because oftentimes victims don't want to reach out to the authorities when an incident occurs, but Myla Plus really provides a great way for victims to inform their friends and families when an incident occurs without any action on their end. So that's my goal.
All right. Well, being able to, get it to the point where someone can use it. All right, someone else can use it. Getting the word out about the product is one of the big challenges that inventors have. So when you're looking at then some next steps that you can take, you're a sophomore in high school. By the time you're a sophomore in college, you're going to be solving world problems. So when you're going to school, it is really hard to be doing a full-time marketing job. What are your plans as far as being able to get then from I'm working on this device to it's ready to go, and now I need someone else to sell it because I've moved on to my next idea. Mm-hmm. So have you thought about, the marketing part of it? I know that was, kind of a bullseye question, but you are a smart young lady.
Yeah, so I have talked to a few people about, patenting advice, and a lot of people say that the first step is making sure that you really own your project and make sure that, it can't be stolen in any way. So once I do that, and once I bring it to, marketing attorneys and just different people who can really help me, bring this product out on the market, those are probably going to be the next steps, especially with me being in high school.
Yes. Most of the young inventors that I talk to, it's like, okay, time to move on to, my next idea. I think the first inventor that I worked with was actually in the 5th grade, the first student inventor I worked with. And he had a very, very cool product, got a patent on it, and, eventually ended up on TV. He was actually one of the guests on Shark Tank. So it was interesting to watch him grow and get his products. But, he was in school, so his mother ended up doing a lot of the work because she believed in him. And when you've got good parents that are behind you and are able to say, nope, we'll take it from here, you go on and get your degree or do your next brilliant idea.
Yeah, so that's definitely part of it. Yeah, my parents really supported me throughout this journey, and I'm really grateful for all their help, and definitely they would continue to support me in the next steps and really bringing this product out on the market. Yeah.
So, well, it's been a pleasure to have you, young lady. Best of luck to you. If you ever have any questions about next steps and how to do this, please feel free to shoot me an email, give me a call, because that's what we do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the interview and all your advice.
And we will get some of your information up there, and certainly through Julie. So we are going to go off and pay some bills. But if you want to be on Invent America, please go to the website, inventorlady.com. Thank you.